And hello guys, thank you for being my members. I'm creating this video number 2. I had a challenging situation last week with another company, Pro Interpreting Denver. I do provide services for them already a year. I went to appointment last week that was in 6 a.m. in the morning, and I of course check in, sit down, waited on my phone. After about 35 minutes, the receptionist called me and asked me, "Excuse me, did you call the limited English speaking person?" And I said, "No, of course not, ma'am." So the clinic informed me that the other interpreters that provide Russian for the same pro interpreting on their own will call the Russian speaking clients of the clinic to confirm with them. I personally get very disturbed by this, and I will tell you why. Because number one, it's forbidden for interpreter to have direct contact with the people that they interpret, that they are not your direct client. If you provide services for X company, in this case Pro Interpreting, you cannot just call their clients and check with them because they are not your clients. Your client is Pro Interpreting. Your client is a clinic receptionist, but you cannot just go home and start calling the future appointments to remind them because you're not a secretary, you're not a call center. Also, it's breach of private information. The information that are in these systems for the client are not made there to be a free access of you interpreter. Also, disclosing your telephone to people that you never met, that are not your direct client, can create a conflict of interest. I am trained by CCHI and I find this very odd, and I apologize to the reception. I say, "I'm so sorry, ma'am. I never heard about this." So I understood that the other Russian interpreters are calling the patients of the clinic using the access of the interpreter platform information, taking the phone numbers of the Russian speaking patient from there and calling them to confirm appointments. When I discovered that, I was honestly a little bit perplexed. I'm like, okay, so the receptionist informed me that most of the interpreters that provide Russian, they will voluntarily provide these additional services. Well, I will tell you why I don't provide this and why I find this so odd. So I emailed to the pro interpreting and I asked them, I told them, okay, first of all, we didn't have these additional services included in our contract. I didn't know that I have to do a call center or reception or confirming an appointment because this is something normally that the clinic legally are supposed to do because I am just providing interpreting services. I am not receptionist that check, confirm, and so on with the clients, with the clinical, the patients. It's not my job to confirm this. But for some reason, I'm so sorry, my phone is ringing. They didn't answer me. The same clinic they booked me for tomorrow. And so I addressed this matter of the fact and I asked them, "I'm so sorry, my work phone is ringing, but I'm gonna let it ring because I am leaving for an appointment." So I understand that a lot of these Russian interpreters, in order to compete and show how good they are, what a great and talented workers they are, they call the Russian-speaking people that will have a test and confirm with them. I was very disturbed by this. I sent an email, ask about the pro-interpreting politics. Is that something new? I never heard about that. They didn't answer me. Finally, they addressed this matter today. And they informed me that some of the Russian-speaking providers do this, I understand, out of their goodwill. I am against this, and I will tell you why. One time, I had experience about 7 years ago providing services for one company. I was maybe just 2 in-person sessions I provide for them, and the second session was with a lady, Russian speaking, and she for some reason she got access to my phone, and slowly after this, I don't remember how I was providing services through an agency, of course. I don't remember how, but she had my number. This lady started calling me in many hours of the 24 hours, 10, 11, 6 in the morning, acting like I'm her friend, asking for things, asking for favors, um, which make me feel very uncomfortable. So I politely refuse myself from confirming any appointments because the matter of the fact is that is also against the law. In a way that interpreters do not have any responsibility of scheduling and confirming. I can schedule with the provider in the hospital, I can confirm with the client on the phone, but it's not my job to sit up at home and call different people as a call center and ask them do they intend visiting their doctors tomorrow on my own, because this is what other interpreters did here, which I find a breach of few legal statements or obligations, or breach of code of ethics for the interpreters, breach of impartiality if you want to, because this is not being impartial, because this is deciding to call and check for what reason I don't understand, because this should be a work of the clinic or the third part agency or whoever is the scheduling department, you know. Said that that was my second very odd experience the past week. So maybe if you have something similar, I would like to see your comment below. Do share with me how would you handle that, and do you think I handle it professionally by refusing to just pick up the phone and call people to confirm their appointments, obviously not being paid for it, obviously not being requested by my contract to do this, uh, from home, obviously. Thank you guys for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful day.